Hey everyone,
Hiya.
Reddy Linx here. I'm joined with Epic again,
Hey again.
and welcome back to another Choose Your Own Adventure live stream. Number 39, we're reading Give Yourself Goosebumps, Reader Beware, You Choose the Scare, Zapped in Space. For those of you who are new to this series, me and the guests will try to get one good ending with 3 tries. So if we get 2 bad endings, then that's okay. But the third ending we get, that's it. So, this is number 23 in the Give Yourself Goosebumps series. I'm reading this on Internet Archive, so yeah.
Mhm.
Without further ado, I'm going to read the Beware page and we'll get right to it. Beware! Do not read this book from beginning to end. Cool! You've heard Madame Zapp's arcade has the most advanced virtual reality games ever made. Want to try the Arctic adventure? It seems so real you can't stop shivering. Can you keep warm long enough to track down the abominable snow woman? Or check out Adrift Off Vega and pick your alien foe, a two-headed vegan, a giant cockroach, or a deadly yellow blob. But be careful. There's something you don't know about these games. Something horrifying. This scary adventure is all about you. You decide what will happen, and you decide how terrifying the scares will be. Start on page 1, then follow the instructions at the bottom of each page. You make the choices. If you choose well, you'll return to the real world unharmed. But if you make the wrong choice, beware. So, take a deep breath, cross your fingers, and turn to page 1 to give yourself goosebumps. So it looks like we'll be going to some virtual reality arcade, and
Hmm.
seems like we'll be
Yeah.
dealing with the game, and it's gonna
Huh.
be like real. It's not gonna be
Kind
virtual
of
reality.
true. Kind of like I know because we're for sure. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this seems like a over realistic simulator of stuff. Okay. So we're not
I'm
actually there,
surprised
but
this.
like
I'm
true.
surprised this is actually even a thing in the 1990s.
True. But then you need to remember that like VR headsets were around, but they weren't like advanced. Like
They
they're
weren't like
not. They
take
weren't
home
portable.
thing.
Yeah, they were like take home things, and they weren't portable. But they were
There was
like
you had to go actually go to an
yes.
arcade to do this.
Yes. Yeah,
I
true. And
actually,
only go on.
I actually, I actually do have one of these sort of like I have like a VR headset sort of simulation and the Dave Buster's. It's
Oh,
I think
nice.
it's at my local mall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, they did have these things, so this is actually pretty accurate for the time period, especially for what Goosebumps takes place in. But yeah, um,
Yeah,
it
the
seems
VR
you go
arcade
on.
thing
True.
it's in the Dave and Buster's in my local mall.
True. Okay,
So
interesting.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that's
Anyways,
like an arcade because I don't live in New York, but yeah.
it is it is an arcade.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay. Sure.
anyways,
Okay.
we're gonna.
Sure, sure.
All right, enough chat. We're starting the book now.
Sure.
So,
I'm ready.
all right. Page 1. This can't be the place, your best friend Katie cries. It's the right address, your other friend Jordan replies. He reads from the yellow flyer, 112 Front Street. You stare at the shabby brick building in disbelief. The windows are broken, the front steps are crumbling, and there's no way this crummy place can be the new virtual reality arcade. But then you notice a cracked and faded sign, Madame Zapp's Virtual Reality Arcade. This is it, you exclaim. What a letdown. Ever since you and your friends saw the flyers, you've wanted to visit the arcade. You've bicycled all the way here from the other side of town, but this building looks as if it's been empty for years. You and your friends climb the Crumbling steps. A heavy wooden door stands part way open. Inside, it looks dark and cold. Let's go, Katie says nervously. This dump is probably crawling with rats. Don't be a wimp, Jordan scoffs. Let's check it out. Go ahead. Push the door open and step inside on page 2. You step inside and find yourself in a circular, neon lit room. Posters line the walls. In between the posters stand small plastic booths. Each booth contains 4 bucket seats in front of complicated control panels. You wonder why they put a high-tech room in such a junky building. It's almost as if the owner didn't want to attract too much attention. Cool, Katie exclaims. Check out these posters, Jordan cries. You examine the nearest poster. It shows a kid fighting with a dinosaur. Another pictures an old-fashioned Western shootout. And another one, kids are whitewater rafting. Wow, you blurt out. I'm dying to play one of these games. How interesting, whispers a chilling voice. You jump in surprise. The voice cuts into you like a frigid wind. Find out who's speaking on page 3. You turn around and stare. Facing you is a tall woman dressed in filmy gray robes. Gray veil covers her face. She wears a wide-brimmed gray hat and gray gloves. What's with the cover-up, you wonder? She's dressed for winter in the middle of summer. I'm Madame Zapped, the woman announces in a whispery voice. Welcome to my arcade. You're my very first customers. You reach into your pocket for a coin. Where do I put my quarters? Madame Zapp holds up her hands. You notice they are huge, bigger than Shaquille O'Neal's. So are her feet. First-time customers are free, she whispers. All right, Jordan shouts. Before you start, my friends, you must put on helmets and special gloves and boots. They are connected to a computer. A computer program makes the adventure seem real. Very real. Madame Zapp laughs. Okay, I'm ready to roll, you declare. Wait, Madame Zapp orders. There's just one problem. What is it? Find out on page 4. Only 2 Avengers are available right now, Madame Zapp says. Abominable Snow Woman and Adrift off Vega. The poster for Abominable Snow Woman shows kids in a snowy field fighting a fierce-looking bluish-white creature. Overhead, violet and yellow northern lights glimmer. Adrift off Vega shows a spaceship in front of a large yellow planet. What's Adrift off Vega like? You ask. It's a space adventure, Madame Zapp replies. It's got a few bugs. Personally, I'd recommend Abominable Snow Woman. What's the plot? You ask. I don't want to ruin any surprises, she whispers hoarsely. Her deep, rumbling laugh echoes off the walls. You ask, what if we want to quit the game? To end the game at any time, reach up and remove your helmet, she replies. But you won't want to end it. This lady is ultra creepy, you think, but the games look excellent. Enter the virtual reality booth on page 72. 72. You and your friends step into a plastic booth. You flop down in one of the bucket seats and put on the gloves, boots, and helmets. The helmet comes down to your chest. You can barely see through the dark plastic visor. Who turned out the lights? Jordan jokes. I don't like this, Katie grumbles. I can't see. Don't worry, Madam Zapp tells her. Once the computer's on, you'll see plenty. She plugs wires from the helmets into the console. Which adventure would you like? She asks. Her whispering voice sounds like waves breaking against the shore. I pick Adrift off Vega, Jordan announces. Me too, Katie echoes. You hesitate. The poster for Abominable Snow Woman looked more interesting to you, but you aren't sure you want to play it alone. It might be more fun to team up with Katie and Jordan. Alright, we're given our first choice in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to play Abominable Snow Woman alone, or team up with Jordan and Katie in Adrift off Vega?
Ooh, I think team up, to be honest.
That Abominable Snow Woman, I could definitely see us going for that one,
Yeah,
but playing it alone also kind
true,
of sucks.
true,
But
true. Playing it and
I'm
also
fine.
like, we go.
I'm completely fine to go with either, so
True.
I leave the choice to you.
I mean, I think we should just play it together because, like, look, first of all, we get to have like time with our friends. Second of all, like, it's like, what's it? We're not alone, so if anything happens, like, at least there's more than one of us, kind of thing. So you
Also,
know,
hello, Atlas. All right, so I guess we're gonna play Adrift off Vega. I mean, I guess it makes sense considering the cover had aliens and we didn't want
true,
different, completely storyline.
true. Wait, what even is Drift of Vega? Like, that's like a racing game, right?
It's a spaceship, but they said a
Oh,
spaceship
I
sort of
see.
thing. So that's clearly the alien sort of thing
True,
on the cover.
true. Oh yeah, that's probably another point I can make. I mean, that's literally
This
how
is probably the
that's
only book I'll allow a different storyline that has nothing to do with the cover.
true. Yeah, but like, here's the thing: why would you put that on the cover if you can just do a completely different storyline? But I mean, seems a bit weird, but oh well.
All right. Either way, we're playing a Drift off Vega.
Sure, Drift of Vega.
All right. I want to play a Drift off Vega. You tell Madam Zapp. Madam Zapp shrugs. It's your choice, she says. But you may be sorry you didn't take my advice. Before you can answer, she shuts the door to the booth. Through the helmet visor, you see her throw a switch. Instantly, you're slammed hard into the seat. Your whole body presses against the cushions. You feel as if you weigh 1,000 pounds. A deafening roar fills your ears. It sounds like 1,000 jet engines powering up at once. The booth shakes and rocks. This must be what it's like to take off in a real rocket, you think. This is. It's so cool. The noise of the virtual engines grows even louder. The booth shakes even more. There's one last heavy bump, then silence. The walls of the booth vanish. Whoa, where are you? Find out on page 35. You're in a large room. The metal walls are painted gray. On your left is a heavy round door. On your right, a huge window through which you see millions of stars. Beneath the window, you notice a small hatchway. It's perfect, just the way you imagined a spaceship would look. You peer out the window. A big reddish planet with yellow rings swims into view. It looks kind of like Saturn, but the colors are different. This is a way cool ship, Jordan exclaims. Yeah, and it really looks like there's a planet out there, Katie comments, gazing into the blackness. You reach out to touch the thick plexiglass on of the window. It's cold. You knock on the metal wall. Clang. It all seems so real. You agree. It's awesome. I wonder when the adventure starts. At that moment, the big round door crashes open. Even though you know the game isn't real, you can't help screaming when you see what fills the doorway. Scream on over to page 115. The thing in the doorway is 8 feet tall. Its smooth green skin is covered with grayish slime. It has two heads with giant, lidless eyes. And it's got four long, roby arms, each with wicked clawed fingers. Ew! Katie cries. Gross! It's an alien! Jordan exclaims. I guess the game is starting. Maybe we're supposed to fight it. The alien stomps toward you. Its feet leave puddles of slime, like a snail. You glance around for weapons, but all you see are empty boxes. No Vetron ray guns or light swords. The alien's four arms wave wildly. Black drops of goo fly from its fingers and land on Katie's skin. Ow! She cries. Burns! Don't be dumb, Jordan scoffs. How could it burn? This is virtual reality. You can't get hurt here. That's what you think, Katie snaps. She holds up her arm. Ugly red blisters are popping up all over her skin. Cool, Jordan exclaims. That looks totally real. It is real, Katie complains. This is no fun. I'm getting out of this game. She reaches up to pull off her virtual reality helmet, and then she screams. What's going on? Find out on page 115. We're going to find out it's actually real.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if this like is some like Matrix type stuff, but yeah.
Page
Sure.
115.
Sure.
What's the matter, Katie? You cry. You and Jordan quickly pull off your own helmets. Then you understand why Katie is screaming. Even without the helmet on, you're still in a gray metal room. The alien is still there too. What's going on? Jordan cries. Why are we still here? Don't panic, you call. It must be a glitch in the game. It's not a game. Like, could you hear that? Could you hear my voice, by the way? Just wanting to know. Like, when I did that.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's not a game. Like that.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, I could. Yeah, it's actually pretty accurate to be honest.
Alright. Alright.
Because I know like she
Anyway,
probably sounds like that. But yeah, go on.
alright. Anyways. What a game. The alien says in a hollow and mechanical voice. You notice a metal speaker attached to its neck. What do you mean it's not a game? You demand. Of course it's a game. We're in the virtual reality arcade. Wrong, the alien announced. This is real. We kidnapped you from the arcade. Your head spins. This must be part of the adventure, you think. It's got to be. No way, you tell the alien. This is all part of a computer program. What you? Like another demonstration of my reality? The alien asks. Before you can ask, it snakes a long, slimy arm around your neck and starts to squeeze. Help! You can't breathe! Quick, turn to page 121. At last, the alien relaxes its grip. You grasp for air. Now, do you believe I'm real? The alien asks. You nod slowly. It must be true. You're really in space. The alien did kidnap you. How? How did you bring us here? You ask. Easy, the alien replies. We built a transport pod to look like a virtual reality booth. But why? Katie asks. What do you want with us? Just then a panel in the wall chimes softly. A voice says something in a weird whistling language. Excuse me, the alien says after listening to the message. I must leave for a moment. When I return, you will do as I say. The alien slimes through the door. I want to go home, Katie wails. We can't, dummy, Jordan moans. We're stuck here. You force yourself to think logically. If we could overpower the alien somehow, maybe we could. Uh, I think he'll return eventually. Maybe we can force it to take us home. How can we fight all those arms? Jordan protests. I say we try to. I say we try to escape through the hatch. He points to a small hatch underneath the window. Given a choice, fight the alien or escape through the hatch. I think the hatch might be some sort of airlock or garbage disposal. So I say we fight this alien off.
Sorry
Hey,
about that. I just had some Wi-Fi issues.
well, either way, we're given a choice to either fight the alien or escape through a hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I say we fight it off.
Sure.
That escape that hatch could be like an
Time.
airlock, and we'll be stuck down to
Yeah.
space.
Hatch. Yeah, true. I think we just fight it, but then the hatch. I mean, unless like this is like Among Us or something, I don't think that hatch would be pretty useful. Yeah. What would the chat have to say? Is there anyone in chat?
No, I said we're gonna fight off this alien.
Sure, but sure, all right.
All right, 48. Okay, listen up. We have to work together if we're going to beat this slimy alien. You say quickly. The only possible weapons in the hold are the empty cartons. They're not much, but they're better than nothing. Each of you picks up a carton, and then you wait. A moment later, the door opens. The alien slithers in. Now, you shout. You hurl your box at the hideous creature. Yellow! Katie shouts, throwing her carton. Take that, black hole breath! Jordan yells, swinging the box like a club. The alien throws its forearms in front of its face to protect itself. One of the cartons slams into its stomach. The alien screams in rage and bounds towards you and your friends. Hot globs of black goo form its fingers. Goo forms its fingers spray all over the room. You scream as the acid goop splatters you. Keep throwing stuff, you shout to your friends. It's our only hope. Go to page 33. You and your friends grab more cartons and throw them as fast as you can. One of the cartons lands over one of the creature's heads. Another carton covers the other head. The alien lets out a high pitched squeak of pain and confusion. It begins to stagger in circles. It can't see, Katie cries. The alien squeaks in panic. It falls heavily to the floor. Its arms wave feebly in the air. You approach the alien holding another carton. You kick a carton off one of the creature's heads. Then you kick off the second carton. No! The alien squeaks. Don't hit me again! What a whip, Jordan mutters. I won't hit you if you promise to return us to Earth, you announce in your deepest voice. The alien gazes meekly at you. Tears flow out of its eyes. I'm sorry, it says. That is impossible. Why? Turn to page 92. We can't take you home, the alien whispers. We used all our power bringing you here. Your heart skips a beat. Can it be true? No, Kitty cries. I don't believe it. Well, the alien says. We have to do it. You are our only hope. You'll say, for centuries, we vegans have been at war with the Octanians. We fight all our battles by computer with virtual reality games. But the Octanians have invented a new game. A horrible, dangerous game. We don't dare play it. We might get hurt, so the Octarians are about to win the war. So, you ask, what does that have to do with us? You must defeat the Octanians for us, the vegan explains. Earth kids are the best players in the galaxy. In other words, you're too chicken to play? You want us to do it for you? Forget it, you scoff. Take us home. I told you, we can't, the vegan insists. That's the name of that's the alien, by the way. It's
What?
not the vegetable eater.
Sure. Oh yeah, fair. Nah, she's just called the vegan. Wait, is
Yeah,
no?
it's
It's a
just
he.
the
It's a he.
vegan, not
The
the
vegan.
vegetable eater. That's
Oh yeah, I
actually
know what you're
that's
talking about.
actually what the alien's called.
Just the vegan.
So we've got the vegans and the Octurnians.
I mean, I don't think these aliens sound vegan.
I mean, that's just how I'm depicting them. But
True.
that
It's
it
it's
doesn't.
like it's a bit ironic since this what's it the aliens literally wait the aliens that attacked us the one that was a vegan, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Sure.
that's just the type of alien. It's not the vegetable eater.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, I know. Okay, sure.
Anyways, let's continue.
Sure.
You'll have no way to get back unless you play the game. If you win, we can rebuild our power supply and return you to your home. If you lose, you will share our fate. You realize you don't really have a choice. Like it or not, follow the vegan to the game room on page 65. You follow the vegan to a big room filled with other four-armed aliens playing flashing arcade games. A big, new-looking game booth stands in the center of the room. This is where we fight the Octarians, the alien tells you. The new war game has 3 levels. Red, yellow, and blue. You may start with either red or yellow. You must win both of them to earn the chance to play the blue level. What happens if we win the blue level? You ask. The Octanians will be defeated, the vegan replies. We will be powerful then, and you will return home. What if we lose? Katie asks. You mustn't lose, the vegan cries. The game is virtual, but because your brain is connected directly to it, your fate will be quite real. You gulp. You've never played for such high stakes. You and your friends sit at the console. The vegan slips electrodes into your ears. When you win one level, you'll return here to begin the next. It tells you. Good luck. You and your friends study the console in front of you. A screen above the red level shows a red desert planet. A screen for the yellow level shows a big yellowish green planet. Alright, give it a choice.
Yeah.
Start on the red level or start on the yellow level?
Um, yellow.
I'm kind of thinking red.
Mm, Okay. No, no, but like red seems like a hard color to like how do I say it? Like red just seems like a color like danger, you know what I mean? Like it seems hard that level.
Okay, but if it was like a red and blue situation, we would have chosen
True.
blue, but this
True.
is red and yellow.
Hmm.
This feels kind of different.
Yeah, but like yellow is like kinda no, green is safety, but like yellow is like I don't know, like red. I don't know. I just don't like red. It just seems dangerous to me.
All right, I'm gonna roll two dice, and
Sure,
do you want
sure,
odds or evens?
sure, sure. Odds, but like, is there anyone in the chat that can help us for this? I
No,
mean,
not really. So I'm all right. If the dice lands on an even number, then so you
sure.
said you wanted odds, right?
Yes,
All right. If it goes odds, we'll go yellow. If it's even, we go red.
sure.
All right. I got a 5 and a 3. That's an 8.
Okay,
So I guess we'll go red first.
sure. All right. Sounds like a plan.
We have 3 lives, so
Yeah,
yeah.
true. All right. Let's do this.
All right. Red level. We'll play the red level, you tell the alien. All scientists have made a map of the game area for that level, the vegan announces. It's not complete, but maybe it will help. It hands you a small scrap of paper. Then it reaches for a red switch. When I turn this on, it explains, you'll be transported to the red level. Remember, because the game is connected to your brain, anything that happens in the game will really happen to you. So be very, very careful. A chill of fear runs down your back, but you have no choice. Your only hope of ever returning to Earth is to win these games. You give a thumbs up sign to Jordan and Katie. Ready? Asks the vegan. Ready, you all declare. The vegan throws the on switch. Start playing on page 27. A blinding light forces your eyes shut. You feel as if you're on an elevator that's plunging down out of control. The falling feeling suddenly stops. You open your eyes. You're in a rose-colored room with red tile floors. Red and pink couches, chairs, and tables are scattered about. The warm air smells faintly of flowers. All is still and silent. We're in someone's living room, Katie whispers. She's right. One wall of the room is covered with framed pictures. Crossed swords hang on another wall. Next to them is a rifle. Instead of a trigger, it has a collection of dials and knobs. It must be an energy weapon, you think. Through the large windows, you see bare, scorching desert. A clear pink sky arches over hot red sand. Strange, scrangly weeds poke up through the sand. A red sun blazes overhead. Whoa, Katie exclaims. I wonder who lives here. There's a picture of them over there. Jordan replies, pulling a framed photo off the wall. His face goes pale. Uh-oh, he mutters. I think we're in trouble. Turn to page 5. You rush over to grab the picture out of Jordan's hands. Katie peers over your shoulder. Lizards, she cries. You gaze at the picture. It shows a lizard family, a father, a mother, and a baby. But you know they aren't really lizards. For one thing, this isn't Earth. For another thing, you don't really remember ever seeing a lizard with such long, sharp teeth. I think we'd better get out of here before they come home. he remarks, strolling to the open door. You step outside. The red-hot sun sears your skin. Screaming in pain, you leap back into the house. You glance at your arms. You got a sunburn in about a second. Forget that, you tell your friends. We'll have to find some place to hide while we figure out what to do next.
Uh, I think it's too late.
Katie murmurs.
Turn around.
You turn around and come face to face with the owner of the house. Don't make any sudden moves, just go to page 46. So, this is a house for a lizard family, and we can't go outside because the sun gave us a sunburn within a second.
Interesting. So,
So this is like
okay.
if this is like a world if lizards took the place of humans,
Okay.
and
Alright.
because the sun because amphibians like to
Yeah,
be hot.
true. Well, yeah, true. They're cold-blooded after all, so you know. You know. But yeah, okay. Interesting.
But yeah, the sun it gave us a sunburn within a second.
Interesting.
Imagine what a minute out there would feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, would your skin just straight up fall off, or would you
I
just
think
be fine?
you'll be set completely on fire.
Yeah, be like a fireball.
Anyways, enough about science. Let's
Sure,
continue with the story.
of course. Enough science stuff, of course.
All right, page 46. Well, you aren't quite face to face. The lizard creature hasn't seen you yet. It's busy taking off a long coat made of shiny silver material. You stand frozen, staring at the alien. It's covered with red scales. A long red tongue flicks out between its sharp teeth. It hangs the coat on the hook, then turns around. Its small, evil black eyes land on you. Instantly, the scales on its back rise up. They make a buzzing sound, like a rattlesnake. It opens its mouth and hisses. Then it leaps towards you. It's attacking! Jordan screams. Desperately, you glance around the room. The weapons on the wall catch your eye. Run! You call to your friends. I'll hold it off. Which should you try? A sword or the energy weapon? Decide fast. Alright, we're giving it a choice.
Okay.
Try the sword or try the energy weapon.
I think the sword. I know, because, like, here's the thing. Energy weapon? We're literally in, like, a lizard's home. Like, where's the energy? Like, don't energy weapons not need, like, energy to overside? And plus, like, I mean...
Or maybe, I mean, it said its description said it was a rifle, but instead of a
Okay.
trigger, it had a bunch of dials and knobs.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be way too complex, especially because
But
we're...
the sword,
True.
it said it. What if it's just like a prop and it's just plastic?
Yeah, but then again, you say that, and we're not actually told how this works. Like, we're not told, like, oh, this is a fire sword, or oh, this is like a fancy, this is like the most like powerful sword in the whole entire thing. Like, yeah, like we're not told that, you know.
I think the book makes it sound like the energy sword is clearly the right answer to me.
True, but
The
like,
energy weapon, I mean.
oh, fair. Yeah, but I don't know, because like we're literally like 12-year-olds. Like, how are we gonna like be able to fire that? Or
I'm just gonna go to the energy weapon, and if it's wrong, then we'll go to the sword.
sure. All right. Okay. Okay.
All right,
Sure.
energy weapon. As Jordan and Katie dash down the hall, you grab the energy weapon. Its stubby barrel is covered with glowing knobs and dials. You have no idea what any of them do. Maybe you can fake it. You aim the weapon at the lizard, then back up slowly, ready to follow your friends. The lizard gazes at you. Its eyes widen as it's afraid. Then it makes a strange barking noise. Oh, hey, that lizard is laughing. Claws outstretched, it starts toward you. You twist one of the glowing dials of your weapon. Nothing happens. You try another, and another. Still nothing. You press another knob on the bottom. Ping! Click! Kabligity! The weapon breaks into pieces. In desperation, you throw the pieces at the lizard. It slips on a ball bearing on the and falls flat on its face. You take off after Katie and Jordan. As fast as you can, you hurl around the corner. Then you skid to a stop. Your heart pounds. Katie and Jordan lie motionless at the far end of the hall. What's wrong with them? Turn to page 76. Guys! You cry, running to them. Are you all right? Jordan raises his head. We're fine, he replies calmly. We were just trying to decide which way to go. Now you see why your friends are lying on the floor. You're gazing into a big open trapdoor. Stairs laid down one side of the trapdoor. A red plastic slides down the other. You suddenly remember the map that the vegan gave you. Quickly, you fish it out of your pocket and study it. The stairway leads to something called the Garden of Doom, you announce. The slide goes to the Pit of Horrors.
What a choice.
Katie mutters. You examine the map, but more closely. In big letters, it says, Warning, do not approach the rest of the sentence. Do not approach the rest of the sentence is missing. Hiss!
The lizard!
Katie shrieks.
Which way do we go?
There's no intelligent way to decide, so take this silly test. Do you have a staircase in your own house? If so, climb down the garden. Okay,
Hmm.
there's no intelligent way to do this,
Hmm.
so this choice is decided by how your house looks. If you have a
Mhm.
staircase, go one way. If not, go another.
Well, I got a staircase, so
I do too. It leads to my
So
bedroom, so that
sure.
technically counts.
Yeah, true. As long
So
as it leads to somewhere, it technically
yeah,
counts.
if
Yeah,
it actually tells you it's
sure.
if you have a staircase, go to the Garden of Doom. If you don't
Mm.
have a staircase, then take the slide to the Pit of Horrors.
All right, Garden of
So I
Doom.
guess
Sure.
we're going to the Garden of Doom.
Sure. All right. All right. Okay. Sure. I'm in.
You, Jordan, and Katie hurry down the stairs. The air begins to feel humid. You can smell wet dirt and plants. Way above you, you can hear a faint hissing noise. The lizard is still after you. At last, you reach bottom. You find yourself in an alien greenhouse. Outside, the strong red sun beats down on the tinted glass. Thousands of bizarre plants grow from pots and tubes. The plants are red, yellow, purple, black, every color but green. You gaze up at a huge cabbage like plant with bright orange leaves. A purple palm tree grows in a pot by your side. Thick purple sap oozes out of its leaves.
Cool.
Kay exclaims. Nice garden, you agree. The lizard is still after us. We gotta think of a way to fight it. I've got an idea, Jordan offers. Examine his idea on page 85. My grandmother used to study lizards, Jordan explains. She told me that they can't be in really hot sun for more than a few minutes. They'll fry. So all we have to do is lure it outside? You ask.
Oh, right.
Katie's voice is sarcastic.
And then we'll fry too. Maybe what happened when maybe what happened when you tried to go outside?
Oh, yeah. You gaze around the greenhouse. There must be something here you can use to protect yourself from sunburn. No problem, you tell your friends. All we have to do is cover ourselves. We can make sun hats from leaves, or try on some of that purple palm goo for a sunblock. Will either idea work? The only way is to find out. The only way to find out is to try one. Alright, we're given a choice.
Uh-huh.
We could either make sun hats out of leaves or
Mhm.
slather ourselves in purple goo from a purple plant.
Mm. All right.
It, I think that purple goo is supposed to be is that meant to be aloe vera in this
Maybe.
planet?
Yeah, it's possible.
The sun hat
Possible.
out of leaves, the
True.
leaves are just gonna burn.
Exactly. And
Leaves
plus,
are very flammable.
yeah, true. Well, yeah, that is true. And plus, we're like I said, we're literally 12-year-olds. How are we gonna make hats out of them? Like,
I say we slather ourselves in that purple goo.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, sure.
It could
Alright.
be like aloe vera.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but then again, it could be like some poison plant. But what choice do we have? It's better than the hats, in my opinion.
All right, let's slather ourselves in the purple goo.
Sure, sure.
This is not purple peanut butter, by the way. I just had to make that reference.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, true. But yeah, sure. Yeah,
All
sure.
right,
It says that.
either way,
Sure.
either way. I hear the lizard. It's coming, Jordan cries. Quick, you urge your friends. Plaster the palm goo on yourselves. You bend down and grab 2 handfuls of purple goo. It's as thick as motor oil. It's so sticky you can hardly spread it. It smells like garbage that's been left out for too long. You don't care. You spread the disgusting stuff all over your face, arms, hands. Then you and your friends head for the door. Just as the lizard enters the greenhouse, hiss, it peers around, searching for you. This way, frog face, you call. I dare you to come get us. Will your plan work? Find out on page 43. Come on, fly breath, you cried to the alien. Let's go play outside. The lizard doesn't understand English, but it gets your drift. It leaps toward you, but you move closer to the exit. But you can't eat just one human. You you goad the lizard. It roars in anger. You move even closer to the exit. Just as the lizard jumps at you, Jordan throws the door open. The three of you rush outside. Hot desert air fills your lungs, but your skin is completely protected by the purple goo. The lizard leaps onto the desert sand and screams. 10 seconds later, it bursts into flames. 30 seconds after that, it's just a heap of ashes. A flash of red light fills the desert air. When it dies away, you find yourselves back in the vegan battle room. Congratulations! Your alien captor booms. You won the red room! If you've already won the yellow room, go to the blue room level. Otherwise, you'll want to move on to the yellow level. Okay, I guess it didn't matter which one we went with first. Because it's just like if you've already done this thing, go to that page. If you haven't, then go back to because it's the same page
Yeah.
number.
Okay, sure.
So I guess it really didn't matter which one we started with.
Okay. Okay, noted, noted. Okay.
But it doesn't matter. We're going to the yellow level anyways.
True. Alright, sure.
Alright. Yellow level. We'll try the yellow level, you declare. You and your friends prepare to begin the yellow level. Your vegan pal hands you a tiny bottle. Take this, it says. It may come in handy during the game. Can you give us any hints about the yellow level? You ask. There's no more time to talk, Dan replies. The Arcturant, the, the Arcturians are close to winning. All I can do is wish you good luck. Thanks a bunch, you grumble. Some help that is. The electrode the electrode in your ear begins to tingle. A moment later, the alien throws the on switch for the game. Start playing on page 88. A bright light flashes somewhere in your brain. You squeeze your eyes shut. Bells bong in your ears. Then suddenly, silence. You feel heavy. Very, very heavy. You're so heavy you can hardly even breathe. You open your eyes. Your eyelids seem to weigh 20 pounds. The air is clogged with musty green-yellow mist. Slowly, slowly, you turn your head. Beside you, Jordan and Katie slump in the swirling mist. They both seem to have become fatter and shorter.
Where are we?
Katie asks. I don't know, but the gravity here is really strong, Jordan replies. His voice sounds low and hoarse. You touch the ground. It's spongy and damp. You try to stand up. It takes you a long time against the gravity. Your feet sink deeper into the mushy ground. You peer through the mist. A big yellow blob drifts slowly, very slowly, towards you. What is it? Get a better look on page 94. What's that? Jordan cries, pointing at the blob.
It looks like a pile of lemon jello.
Katie announces. As the creature comes closer, you decide Katie is right. It doesn't resemble a 6-foot tall pile of jello. If jello could have one large, unblinking eye the size of a dinner plate, shh, the blob like thing breathes in and out, in and out. I wonder what it wants, you murmur. Straining with effort, you move closer to the creature. After all, how dangerous could a shimmering blob of jello be? Move to page 17. The blob oozes along the spongy ground. Soon it's flowing over your sneaker. It slimes up your foot and begins to ooze toward your ankle. Its breathing grows louder. Yuck! You cry. You try to kick it away, but the blob won't let go of your foot. Your heart pounds. Get it off me! You cry.
Take off your shoe.
Katie orders. Quickly, you kick your sneaker off. The blob goes with it. You can only stare in horror as your shoe disappears into the pulsing yellow mass. A moment later, the creature makes a burping noise. Then it oozes out in 3 directions at once. It's going after you, Jordan, and Katie.
Let's get out of here.
Katie urges.
Run, you guys.
Are you nuts? Jordan retorts. I'm bigger than you two. I'm so heavy, I can hardly move. Wait, you call. The vegan gave us a bottle. Maybe there's something in it that we can use to fight the blob. You dig the bottle out of your pocket and hold it up. Hey, it's empty. Alright, give it a choice.
Alright.
Run from the blob or battle it with the bottle.
Hmm. Ha. I don't know, the ballot or... Oh, I say ballot, but I don't know.
Well,
Uh,
clearly the vegan gave us the bottle to use it for something.
oh, exactly. I say battle, to be honest. Wait, that was the choice,
Besides,
right?
the gravity is so heavy, we could barely even move.
Okay. Alright,
Let's say
interesting.
that. Let's say that we could even run.
True.
I say we just battle it off with the bottle.
Sure.
All right. You stare at the little bottle in dismay. The vegan said it might help you, but how do you fight a giant blob with an empty bottle? The blob oozes towards you. Shh, shh, goes its breathing. Maybe it's some sort of secret weapon, you say hopefully. You're prepared to throw the bottle at the blob.
Wait,
Katie calls.
maybe you're supposed to put the blob in the bottle.
Maybe she's right. It doesn't look possible, but. Yeah, right, Jordan sneers. That's like trying to put a car inside a shoebox. Throw the bottle. Jordan has a point too. However, give it a choice on how we want to use the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Put the blob in the bottle or throw the bottle at the blob.
I say we put him in, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
let's see.
that seems more
And
clearer to
plus,
me.
like, if we put him in, like, and he's coming towards us, we can put you in the bottle, like, don't try anything. So, like, he can also back off. So, like, it's a 2-in-1 thing.
Yeah, putting it in the bottle seems more clear to me than
Yeah, exactly.
throwing it.
Especially, yeah, because and throwing it, you literally just said, well, the book said that the
You,
gravity
you,
literally, yeah, it doesn't
you,
work,
but you clearly saw
bro.
what happened to our shoe.
Exactly, bro. If you throw it, it's just gonna crack on your foot. Like, there's no point in throwing it.
But it ate our shoe and it multiplied into
Hmm,
3. What
sure.
it if and if what if it eats the jar and then it multiplies
Yeah,
into 5?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just put it in a bowl. Like, save
All right,
yourselves while you can.
we're all right. We're putting the blob in the bottle.
Sure. All right.
I'm going to try Katie's idea. You announce. You lean down, holding the bottle out toward the blob. To your surprise, the blob starts to flow into the bottle. No way! Jordan gasps in surprise.
I told you.
Katie exclaims. You can't believe your eyes, but the blob continues to flow inside the bottle. How can something so big fit in such a tiny container? In a few moments, the entire blob is inside the bottle.
It worked.
Katie cries.
We won.
Jordan snorts. If we won, how come we're still on this planet? The vegan said we return to the game center. Yeah, you agree. You gaze at the bottle and think. You've captured the alien blob, but there must be something more to the game. Something else you're supposed to do.
Let me see him.
Katie asks. She takes the bottle and peers into it.
It smells like lemon custard.
She announces. Hey! You snap your fingers. Maybe that's the answer. Turn to page 39. Katie stares at you.
Maybe what is the answer?
Look, somehow we have to get rid of this blob, right? You say to your friends. I mean, how else can we get back to the vegans? Now, the blob looks like food. It smells like food. Hold on. Jordan makes a face. If you're going to say what I think you're going to say, don't.
What are you going to say?
Katie wants to know. It's the only thing that makes sense. You answer.
Will you please tell me what you're talking about?
Katie shouts. That was in all caps, by the way. I just want to
Okay.
point that out.
Sure. All right. Makes sense. All right.
Her
Sure. Let's
face is
continue.
red. Uh,
Go on.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Her face is red.
What makes sense? How can we win?
You take a deep breath. We have to eat the blob,
Ew, gross.
Katie cries.
I wish you hadn't told me that. I think we're gonna barf.
It makes me want to hurl too, you admit. But it might be our only way out of here. Eat the blob on page 32. I mean, she wish she hadn't told us that. She literally demanded us to tell her it.
Yeah. True.
I always hate it when stuff like this, like, what's the answer? The answer. I wish you never told me that. Or, I don't
Well.
care about the answer.
Real, huh? Like, what's the point
What's
of,
the
like...
point of even asking if you are not even gonna
Exactly!
care or not gonna
You're
like it?
you're contradicting yourself. Like, ew, like, I just hate those types of
I
people.
always
But I
hate
don't
it
hate them
when
like
stuff
that.
like that happens.
True. Like, yeah, exactly. Just like, like, you don't gotta, like, go like, oh yeah, that's cool, but, like, at least, like, listen to them. Like, yeah, you know?
Alright, anyways,
Sure.
page 32. I'll go first, you volunteer bravely. You take a deep breath and dig a finger into the bottle. It comes out covered with slimy yellow goo. Do you really dare taste it? Your hand shakes as you lick your finger. For just a moment, you feel like throwing up. Then you swallow. Hey, it's sort of good, you tell your friends. It really does taste like lemon custard. You pour a little of the goo into Katie's palm. Her doubtful expression vanishes after her first taste. Yum, she cries. You and your friends pass the bottle around. In only a few moments, it's empty. You run your fingers around the rim and lick off the last sweet drops. Whoosh! A strong wind begins to blow. It sweeps the greenish yellow mist away. When the wind dies down, you find yourself back in the vegan game room. If you haven't completed the red room. Alright. So I guess it really didn't matter which one we started with.
Okay,
Because it
interesting.
says
Oh,
if you haven't played the red room yet, then but we have played both of them, so
true.
now we
Yeah.
can begin the blue room.
Alright, sure.
Alright. Blue level,
Amazing!
the vegan says.
You won both the yellow level and the red level. No one has ever done that before.
What about the blue level, you ask? Has anyone ever won that? The vegan shakes both its heads sadly.
Alas, no vegan has ever tried it. You will be the first. All I know about it is that it is a battle of wits between you and the Arcturians.
You mean all we have to do is outsmart a bunch of aliens? Jordan asks. He laughs. Piece of cake. The vegan looks annoyed.
I think you'll find it quite a challenge.
It snaps.
The Arcturian, the Arcturians are the most intelligent race in the galaxy. No one has ever outwitted them.
Jordan gulps.
The final level takes place in reality. Step through the gateway to Arcturus.
The vegan orders. It leads you to a large doorway that throbs with blue energy. Crackling sparks fly from the doorframe. The electricity is so strong your hair stands on end. Step through on page 44. We're gonna see these Arcturians now.
Okay, sure.
You
Mm-hmm.
cross through the blue doorway into a large white room. Blue tinted sunlight streams in from a yellow window. At one end of the room stand three small tables. On each of on top of each table is a round glass case like an upside down fishbowl. Inside each case is a big bald head. Whoa, Jordan murmurs.
Gross!
Katie declares. You stare at the heads. They look like human, but their skin is pale blue. Their eyes are open, but they don't move or blink. Are they alive? Welcome to Arcturus. The head with blue eyes is pipes. You jump, then, summoning your nerve, you approach the heads. What? Where are your bodies? You ask. We Arcturians have outgrown the need for bodies. We spend all our time thinking, the green eyed head replies. It gives you a superior smile. And then the third brown-eyed Arcturian asks you a question that totally surprised you. Read the question on page 112. The brown-eyed Arctur- Arcturian Arcturan gazes at you as if you were an insect. Are you Martians ready for the game? It asks. Martians? You blurt out. There's no such thing as Martians. We're from Earth. The brown-eyed Arcturan. I don't even know if I'm even saying this correct.
Just
Arcturan.
say, yeah, Arcturian. Yeah, just say that. Wait. If you're really struggling, wait, wait,
Arcturan, I
sure.
think. I'm gonna
Wait, how's it typed out?
give,
Like,
give me a second.
sure, okay,
Give me a second. I'm gonna
sure,
Google Translate this for a second.
sure. Arcturian. I'm assuming we pronounce Arcturian, but I mean, it sounds harder to pronounce than I thought.
Okay, an Arcturan. That's
Oh, an
what it
Arcturian.
is.
Okay, interesting.
I
Okay.
literally just Google translated it.
Alright. Arcturian. Okay. Wait, Arcturian? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's what Google Translate
Alright,
says.
sure. Alright, Arcturian.
All right.
Arcturian.
Anyways,
Sure.
Octorian. Anyways, the brown-eyed Octorian looks shocked. No such thing. Mars, Earth, it's all the same to us. The green-eyed Octorian says quickly. The main thing is that you are her inferior.
I can't believe how conceited they are.
Katie whispers. Maybe the final game won't be so hard after all. You whisper back. If these guys don't know there's no intelligent life on Mars, it can't be as smart as the vegans told us. We heard that, the blue-eyed Arcturian Turon snaps. Forget it. You won't beat us. The game was designed by our wisest heads. They searched the galaxy for the three most difficult puzzles. We can handle them, you declare boldly. Unlikely, the green-eyed head yawns. But if by some miracle you do win, we will end our war with the vegans and allow you to return to Earth.
What if we lose?
Katie asks. If you answer even one question incorrectly, you and the vegans will become our slaves forever, the third head cries. Give us the first challenge, you say bravely. Take it on page 75. The first challenge, the first test of knowledge. The first challenge is a test of knowledge. The first Arcturian and the Arcturon tells you. It is based on a Goosebumps book we found in one of your time capsules. You can't help smiling. You and your friends have read all the Goosebumps books. There's no way you blow this question. This is a challenge, the Arcturon goes on. Entrapped in Batwing Hall, the members of the horror club go on a scavenger hunt. Which of the following is not on the list of items to find? One human bone, 3 hairs from a werewolf, a strap from a witch's broom, 2 claws from a bat, or a piece from a mummy's bandage. Yikes, you bite your lip. That's a tough one. If you've read Trapped in Batwing Hall, you already know the answer. If not, you'll have to guess. If the item not on the list. Alright, this is a question back
Mm,
to Trapped in Batwing Hall. I'm
sure.
thinking this
And
has to
we've
do
done
with the
Batman
other
Hall.
storyline.
True. Yeah, this does because like we never
Because
did the
the
storyline.
storyline we went through, we got turned into a
True.
bat.
Yeah, true. Because I don't know, like I think the mummy thing sounds the most logical because Trapped in Batwing Hall is either about from what I
Here's
can
the thing,
remember. True.
but here's the thing. If
Uh-huh.
the item is on, is it a human bone or 2 claws from a bat?
I think human bone and two claws. That sounds thingy. Mummy, I don't know because mummies are only really in like
All right,
Egypt and like other
no,
places.
the mummy doesn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, agreed. Oh,
It's
sorry.
either human bone or 2 claws from a bat, which is not on the
Uh,
list in the original book.
Phew,
So it says if you didn't
oh,
read it, you'll have to guess. We did read it, but we just didn't go down that
true,
path.
true. I'm gonna say human bone. I'm gonna be honest.
2 claws from a bat seems
Yeah,
impossible to get without some sort of
true.
help.
But then this is literally a bat. Not a bat. This is literally a book about like bats and stuff. So like it sounds
But,
logical, but yeah.
but then again, 2 claws from a bat is impossible to sort of
True,
get.
true, true,
All right,
true.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do our dice thing again.
Sure. All right, I say claws.
Do you want? Oh, wait, you say claws?
Yeah, bat claws. I mean, yeah.
All right, so I guess we're going back claws. If this is wrong, then
Sure,
we'll go with the human bone.
sure. All right, sure.
The dice option is only if we can't decide.
All right, sure.
So
All right,
yeah.
all right, sure.
All right.
Yeah, I say bat claws. Human bones just doesn't make any sense, even though we go to a graveyard. But yeah,
I think this had to do with a different type of storyline in the book.
yeah, true, agreed. Because like,
Because we never saw this
yeah,
list anywhere in the Bat storyline.
we became a bat. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. We would go on a prop hunt, or I don't remember the prop hunt at least. Yeah, I think
Maybe this would have happened if we went on the red team in that book.
yeah, maybe it's possible.
Anyways,
Sure.
let's say our answer.
All right.
You know the answer to the question. The bat's claws were on the list, you declare confidently. For a moment, all 3 heads just stare at you. I don't believe it, the blue-eyed Octeron cries at last. What? You're not saying I'm wrong, are you? You ask. No, the creature snaps. You're right. That's what I don't believe. How could someone with a head so puny as yours be right about everything? Its mouth turns down in a frown. Our heads are just the right size, Katie cries indignantly. Yeah, and we're ready for the next challenge, you add. The Arctron smiles nastily. The next challenge is a difficult math problem. I'm sure you Earthlings can't possibly figure it out. We might surprise you, Jordan boasts. The Octron rolls its blue eyes. I doubt it. The wall behind the 3 Octron heads lights up. In blue writing, the challenge appears. Give it a try on page 16. This is a magical square made of the numbers 1 through 9, the green-eyed Octron tells you. All the numbers across down and diagonally should add up the same thing, 15. But the number in the center is missing, the Octron cackles. Here's the challenge. What is the missing number? You gnaw on your fingernail. Math was never your best subject, but you're better at it than Katie and Jordan. It's up to you. You gaze at the magic square, then you whisper briefly at Katie and Jordan. Sounds good to me, Jordan declares. Go for it. Take your best shot. Missing him. Okay, this is kind of spoiling it. The
Mm-hmm.
Internet Archives, I think, uses used books, and the book we're using now, it's saying the missing number is 5.
Oh.
So
Oh.
yeah, whoever did that, you kind of spoiled it, giving us the
True.
answer.
True.
So yeah, if it says if you think it's 6, and if you think it's 5, well, it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
At
True.
least from what they drew.
Okay. Interesting.
So 102. Is there some kind of trick, you wonder? This is the easiest math question you've ever seen. The missing number is 5. You tell the octorons. The three octorons glare at you in stony silence.
I guess that means we got it right.
Katie says with a grin. Yes, Jordan and whoops, pumping his fist in the air. You're feeling pretty good now. Okay, let's stop messing around, you demand. Bring on the last challenge. You asked for it, the brown-eyed Octron says. It blinks twice, and a grind of letters appear hanging in the middle of the air. Here it is, but it's hard. Don't say we didn't warn you. Take the final challenge on page 120. Below is a list of words to do with this space adventure. A few of those words are hidden in the puzzle above. The words run forwards, backwards, up, and down. Find and circle as many words from the list as you can. When you think you found all the words that are there, count them. All right. I'm gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
send a picture of this
Sure. Send it to me.
to
Oh, I
you.
got it right here.
All right. Give me a second. Oh,
Sure. Sure.
I should have it in just a second.
Sure.
Your alt.
Sure.
Boom. So we have space, earth, alien, blue, red, blob, star, ring, goo, slide.
Sure. Sure.
Those are the words we have to find on this word search.
Okay. Um.
All right.
Goo is
Let
on
me
the
just get,
fourth line going across.
all right, give it
Mm.
a second. Let me
Sure.
get into photos and all right, on the photos I'm gonna
Sure. Okay. First of all, Goo is on the fourth line going across. What else? Hmm, um. What else?
I
Earth is
see
going. Earth is on the first
I see
column. Just
Earth.
got straight going up.
Got it.
Cycles. What else? Ring
I
is
found
going
red.
across on the. Yeah, ring is going across on the third line. Just going across. What
I
else?
found blob too.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Blob is the last like Earth, but last column going
Okay.
down.
Nice. Okay.
Red is the
Um.
center, bottom center is
Okay.
red.
Bottom center. Bottom. Yeah. Okay. Um.
Let's
Bob. Yeah.
see.
Bob's going upwards. Um. What's what else? Hmm. Where's blue? Where's
Found
blue?
blue.
Where? Oh,
It's
okay.
backwards.
Oh, backwards. Okay, sure.
Starting with blob, like the B for blob, but go
Uh-huh.
backwards horizontally.
Sure, alright. Um,
Oh, and I found space too.
okay.
Top backwards.
Yeah, top backwards, true. Um, ooh, what else we need?
So
Slide,
we just need star, slide, alien.
alright. Um, ooh, yeah, but where's slide? Like, I see the S, but like, you can't, uh,
Yeah,
uh,
I can't see
yeah, there's
anything.
an SL, but there's an N blocking the path that it should be in. Ooh,
Or maybe we're
um,
not supposed to get those.
yeah,
It says
maybe.
list as many as you can.
Okay,
It says if
okay,
you found an even number of words, turn to page
sure,
80. If you
sure.
found an odd number of words, turn to page
Alright,
63.
alright. So we call, so space just doesn't exist. Earth exists,
Star,
space and,
alien, and slide are the only ones I don't see on there.
yeah, star's not on there because star, there's only one S and S leads to nothing. Yeah, the S leads to nothing. Um, or, well, it does, but it doesn't lead to star. Um, what else? Yeah, star
All
doesn't
right,
exist.
all right. Let's count how many we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We found 7 words. If you found an odd number of words, all right. So I guess we found an odd number of words.
Alright,
So we're going to page 63.
sure, sure.
It's loading. All right. We found an odd number of words, you tell the aliens. The first Arcturon glares at you. Its blue eyes bulge. Suddenly you notice that its head is starting to swell. It seems to press against the sides of its glass case. You glance at the other heads. They're bulging too. What's happening? Katie whispers. I don't, you start to say, but your words are cut off by the sound of shattering glass. The heads have grown right out of their cases. Then, splat, splat, splat. All 3 Arcturons suddenly explode. Turn to page 51. Blue skin and bits of blue brain fly in every direction. You cover your head with your arms. Oh, oh, it's so gross, Jordan gasps.
I'm definitely gonna be sick now.
Gagging, Katie wipes exploded Arcturon off her arm. A shimmering blue door opens in the middle of the room. The 3 of you stumble through it and find yourselves back in the vegan game room.
Congratulations!
A familiar metallic voice cries. It's your vegan friend.
Wait, no, you could do it.
The vegan shakes your hands with all 3 of you at once. What happened to the Arcturons? You ask.
I can't believe someone beat them.
The vegan explains.
They exploded from an overload of anger.
We did it! We did what you asked! You point out.
Now take us home. I'm sorry.
The vegan says.
We can't do that now.
Oh no. What now? Find out on page 114.
What?
You yell.
After all we did for you? Wait, calm down. We'll be happy to take you home.
The vegan assures you.
But first, all my people want to meet you. Then, want to thank you for saving them from the Octarans.
Oh, well, alright, you grumble. But make it quick. The vegan takes you to a big room decorated with red, yellow, and blue streamers. You, Jordan, and Katie stand on a table, waving and smiling as the room fills with vegans. You're still a little creeped out by the vegans, lidless eyes, and roby arms. But you're glad you were able to help them. They seem so happy. Just call me Intergalactic Warrior, Jordan boasts. Finally, the party winds down.
Now,
Our vegan friend says at last.
it's time to go home.
All right, you all cheer. Zoom home on page 53. You and your friends strap yourselves into seats in the transporter. A thundering rumble fills your eyes. You're slammed back against your seat. After several minutes, the pressure dies down. You open your eyes. You're back at Madame Zapp's arcade.
Woof!
Jordan cries, unstrapping himself.
That was some adventure.
I'm glad to be back, you declare.
Me too.
Katie agrees.
It seems so real.
It was real, you protest. But then you wonder, was it? Virtual reality is supposed to feel exactly like real life. Did you just imagine that it was all really happening?
Where's Madame Zapp?
Jordan asks. You glance around. There's no sign of her. And then you notice something on the wall of the booth. Something very gross. Take a closer look on page 60. You examine the substance closely. It's blue and green.
It looks like. Ew!
Katie groans.
It looks like an exploded Arcteron brain.
Jordan exclaims.
That's what it is.
Oh, wait, sorry,
That's what it says.
says a familiar voice. A familiar hollow voice. You jump and glance at the console. The vegan's voice is coming through the speakers. What happened to Madame Zapp? You demand.
She worked for us. They planted in her hair to help us find smart kids.
The vegan tells you.
But it seems she was really an Arcteran spy, looking for game playing tips. When you won the 3 challenges, her brain exploded.
Yuck, you mutter.
Thank you all.
The vegan calls. There's a click. And then its voice is gone for good. But that's not the last you see of your alien friend. When you, Katie, and Jordan leave the arcade, you happen to glance up at the sky. Then you stop and stare. Look, you call, pointing. Over your heads, a strange blimp-like ship is finishing a skywriting message. This is what it says. Game over. You win. And that's that. It says that for the ending.
Okay.
I mean, it says, even though it says game over, it says we win.
Yeah, true. Interesting. But oh well.
I mean, we defeated
True.
the Arcturons and basically got back home.
Yeah, true.
Even though we've killed Madame Zapp, which she was actually a spy, an
Yeah,
Arcturon spy.
true.
I'd say we've got a good ending.
Yeah, true.
Just let me type this out.
And flawless victories too.
Good ending achieved. Oh,
Surprised we got a flawless victory too. Like especially
yeah.
because this length of the book, like we're in like an hour and a half in. Like That's pretty
Yeah,
surprising.
flawless victory too.
True.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys enjoyed this choose your own adventure for Zapped in Space. This one was okay for the most part. There was nothing really interesting about it other than the fact that virtual reality was actually happening. Next up is another special edition with One Night in Pain House, which looks like some sort of haunted house adventure. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this choose your own adventure, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!
See ya.